There we go. Welcome to the Not So Random Ass Wrestling Podcast. I'm going to do picks this episode for NXT War Games, which is coming up in about 5 minutes.
No, the
pre-show starts in about 5 minutes.
Pre-show starts
for
us.
Yeah, right. And we'll do the results after Survivor Series.
With Survivor Series.
With the Survivor Series results, because we're doing all picks right now. So,
and we're doing Survivor Series picks as well.
We're doing the whole weekend right now.
So, NXT, there's only 4 matches.
Yep. We'll blast through it as quickly as possible. Do our...
Yeah, first match would be...
I'll just start at the bottom and roll. Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. Who do you have?
I don't know why, but I'm going to say Kairi.
I'm going Shayna Baszler again. I think the 4 horsewomen are going to...
Stay separated? They're going to stay separated?
The 4 horsewomen? I think the other 3 are gonna, or the other 2 are gonna get involved and then eventually get called up. But yeah, no, not yet. Shayna Baszler's gonna retain. Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano.
Black.
Yeah, same. Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream for the NXT Championship. I can't wait to see Tommaso Ciampa kick that shit out of Velveteen Dream. And the match we know we're both looking most forward to is the War Games match between the Undisputed Era, which is Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, versus Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders, being Hanson and Rowe. Who do you have?
Undisputed.
Yeah, I have to agree.
And I also just like the Undisputed Era.
Oh, me too. I hope they get called up as a whole, as a unit.
Right. It's weird because I don't like any of the faces.
I like Ricochet and the War Raiders. Pete Dunne. Ricochet's fucking talented.
Yes.
He needs character though. That's what he's missing.
Right.
I hope Undisputed Era gets called up to the majors or to the main roster through Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
That'd be great, because I know Adam Cole and Kevin Owens are friends. They've worked together before.
Plus, he's actually looking for a stable.
Right, and that would totally work. Like a new Nexus kind of thing, where they just come in on roughshod.
They leave Roderick Strong behind.
No, bring him up too.
For Kevin Owens.
No, bring him up. Fuck it.
I get it. Alright, so we'll start at the bottom here.
Survivor Series?
Yes.
Alright.
Survivor Series. Buddy Murphy champion versus Mustafa Ali.
Murphy.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yep. Alright, 10 on 10.
The tag team.
Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Revival. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. The B team, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Lucha House Party.
Lindsay Dorado and Kalisto, or Grand Metalik.
And the Ascension.
Connor and Victor.
Versus Team SmackDown, the Usos, Jay and Jimmy. The New Day, Big E, Kofi.
And/or Xavier.
And Sanity, Xavier Wolf, Eric Young, and/or Killian Dane. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Good Brothers.
Why they don't have that, I don't know. And the Colognes.
Epico and Primo.
I am going to go with Team SmackDown. I'm going to go Team SmackDown. Yep.
Yeah. I got the better names.
Right. The tag team championship face-off match. The tag champions facing off. The AOP, which is Akam and Razor, with Drake Maverick in their corner, against the Bar, which is Cesaro and Sheamus, with the Big Show in their corner. Who do you have?
I want to say AOP.
See, I'm going with the Bar.
I see that either way.
Right.
I think they're trying to...
But at this point, that's going to be our first differentiation.
I think they're really trying to make AOP...
look unstoppable.
Yeah. What about...
I can see that one going out as a double DQ schmaz where everything just kind of breaks out. But I'll go with the Bar.
Alright. Team Raw...
5-on-5
women's
match. You want to do Team Raw or do Team SmackDown?
Mickey James, Nia Jax, Tamina, Natalya, Ruby Riott with Alexa Bliss.
Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan is all in the corner.
All in the corner.
And then Team SmackDown is Carmella, Naomi, Sonya Deville, and Asuka, with someone to be announced.
Right, because...
And who are you? I know who I'm thinking. Who are you thinking?
Mandy.
You're thinking Mandy? See, I'm thinking the only one that wasn't there on SmackDown when they brought all the women out. Nikki Cross.
That could be too.
And in that case, if it is Nikki Cross, I'm picking Team SmackDown. If not, I'm going with Team Raw. It's the only way I can put it.
Right.
How about you?
I agree.
Same? If it's Nikki Cross, Team SmackDown. If it's not, Team Raw.
Yeah.
Fair enough. The 5-on-5 males match. Team Raw is Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and Braun Strowman, the Dogs of War. Or formerly the Dogs of War. Now they, for some reason, are split up. With Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley. With Baron Corbin and Leo Rush in their corner against Team SmackDown.
Miz, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy.
Team Raw. I'm going Team Raw.
Yeah.
You're going to get smoked, dude. The only power hitter in Team SmackDown is fucking Samoa Joe.
And champion versus champion, Universal.
Versus WWE.
WWE.
Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan. Who do you have?
This was a change. Alright.
Last minute change.
Last minute change. Daniel Bryan instead of AJ Styles.
And I think I know why.
Just give a match that nobody's seen.
No, see, I'm thinking it runs a little deeper than that. This is just conjecture. This is just my thought process on what the past month of what happened and why they changed it to Daniel Bryan. I think it was Brock Lesnar that made the call.
Right.
Because if AJ retained the championship and went until, was it WrestleMania or Royal Rumble, one of those, he would knock Brock and Punk from the top two.
Right.
He was already this close to knocking Punk off. And I'm thinking, like, Heyman talked Brock into, hey, you want to save yours and fucking Punk's records, right? Mine, yeah. Well, Punk's right there along with it, so, yeah. I'm thinking when he took the title back from the Roman scenario.
When he made his new contract.
When he made his new contract, he was like, okay, I want Daniel Bryan, firstly, because I want to have. I've never had a match with him, and it would be a good. I think I could have a good match with him because they're both actually skilled wrestlers. Brock's gonna go in and start trying to fucking powerhouse him, and Daniel's gonna cheap shot and like eye scratch and like knee in the balls, every fucking cheap shot he can. That's why they turned him heel. It's because it's gonna be the only way that he can actually maintain a match against Brock where it's not a squash. And I don't think it's going to be a squash because Daniel's like, fuck you, I'm not going to get my ass handed to me by fucking Brock for no reason. Fuck you. I think there's a little bit of respect between the two of them because they both can do whatever the hell they want in the company. And for them to want to work together, because they would have had to have wanted to work together. AJ is like, I'll work with everybody.
Right.
And Brock's like, I only want to work with who I want to work with. I'm going to go with Daniel in this one.
I'm still going to go with Brock.
You're going to go with Brock?
Because it is Brock Lesnar.
Right.
And they've made him pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean...
Except to Roman.
He gave fucking Strowman an unstoppable monster 5 out of 5.
Yeah, because that's what it would take. Well, see, the thing with Bryan, though, is he's the ever-resilient underdog.
But he's lost to The Miz and...
Right, but he's also beat both Batista and Randy Orton and Triple H all in one night. He beat John fucking Cena, and then,
I get what you're saying.
Like, the possibilities there, and Daniel Bryan would be the one that people want to see win.
Alright, so we got another champions versus champion match.
Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Intercontinental versus U.S. Championship. Who you got?
Shinsuke.
I'm going Rollins.
I'm gonna say Ambrose comes and fucks over Rollins.
I think Ambrose attacks afterwards.
I think it's gonna.
You think he'll cost Raw the match? Get himself sent to SmackDown probably over it?
Maybe. Because I don't believe the rumor that either him or Seth are gonna get the Universal.
I can see it.
And then they'll feud over at WrestleMania.
I could see it.
I don't think it's going to happen, though.
They could feud over the Intercontinental.
That'd be more likely because
Right.
I don't see it with Brock holding on to it.
No.
Brock
I think it was supposed to go that way with Roman, where it was going to be the three of them battling over it.
Right. And I could have seen if Ron would have won.
Right.
It going over to Ambrose on the line.
Right.
But I don't see... Brock Lesnar never holds the title. He never has a championship match.
No, he defends it whenever they need it defended.
Right.
And even then, he just walks in, smashes it, squashes, and walks out.
Right.
So I'm thinking it's going to be Daniel Bryan, because he needs to have a longer than fucking 2-minute match.
Right. All right.
And
and the last change...
Ronda Rousey
Ronda
versus
versus
Charlotte
Charlotte
Flair,
Flair.
because Nia Jax broke the face of Becky Lynch.
That was fucking
That was a
massive.
hell of a punch, dude. That was a hell of a punch. Go find it. It's got to be on YouTube yet.
I
Smashed her face in, dude. It was so badass.
what I think she just really didn't really realize that she was right there.
No, she turned around, squared up, and punched her right in the fucking face.
It happened quick though.
Oh, yeah.
So I think she boom like that, not intending on it,
Right?
her to be that close.
I would like to think that, but there was no, like, fucking fudging of the move. There's no, or, like smacky sound. She just turned around and punched her right in the face. Just like, boom! Right in the fucking chops. It was awesome.
Either that or she thought she might have thought she wasn't hitting it. You're gonna hit as hard.
Or she, like...
Has genuine beef against Becky
Well,
Lynch?
no, Becky might have, like, threw a knee a little too hard or something, and she just turned around and gave her a receipt, just like, BAM! Fuck you! And, like, didn't realize exactly how hard she hit her until, like, her face is just fucking pouring blood. Which was awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, that makes the storyline even better, even though Becky can't be there. It makes the Raw vs. SmackDown team match a little more visceral. It'd be awesome if Becky is the one that, like, she gets cleared for tonight, but the match is already set for Charlotte versus Ronda, so they put Becky in the fucking 5-on-5.
So who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Ronda. They're building her.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you same you.
Unfortunately.
Well, shit. Do you want to do any kind of picks or anything to fill out the next couple minutes and make it a 15-minute video, or you want to just call it now? And
What do you want to do?
I say we do fucking our what we think the 3 best matches over the weekend are going to be.
I'll start with War Games.
I agree. So that's 1 and 1.
Probably the Seth Shinsuke Nakamura match.
That is going to be a good one. I'm going to go with the Daniel Bryan Brock Lesnar match. I think that's going to be a good. I think people are expecting a squash, and I think Daniel Bryan's going to force a good match out of Brock. I really do.
I don't expect a bad match, but I don't expect it to be
One of the best ones of the weekend.
one of the best either.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be really comparable to AJ Styles versus Brock.
I'll have to disagree with that. I think it very well could be. I think it very, very well could be.
And then another pick would be... I actually think Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte's going to be a good match.
Yeah? You think that's going to be good? I can't disagree. I think it's going to be good too, but I don't think it's going to be one of the memorable ones of the weekend. I'm thinking, honestly, one of the better ones is probably going to be the tag team championship face-off match, the Bar and AOP. Because Cesaro and Sheamus can really have a good match with fucking anyone, and AOP needs to prove that they can have a good match with a high caliber team.
Right.
And I think this would be the best way for them to prove it. And if they do have a good match, it will be memorable. People will be like, did you fucking see that? It'll be talked about if it's a good one. But yeah.
I think they're really kind of killing off tag team again.
They're trying. Vince wants it gone, but I don't think it's going to happen because people love tag team wrestling. There's good stories that can happen in tag team wrestling.
Right. Well, we need a new show just for tag team wrestlers.
Right?
All the tag teams go to one show. All the women go to the other show.
Dude, I would not mind if WWE broke their fucking wrestling down like that. But they already made the Cruiserweight division, and I haven't watched it religiously, but I do keep my eye on the highlights of them. Why not? It's there. They're putting on great matches over there.
Are they putting on cruiserweight matches, or are they more like the stuff that they used to have, where it's like Enzo matches?
No, dude, they are. There's it depends on the characters. There's characters that don't flippy shit. There are characters that do flippy shit. It's a very diverse. It's okay. It would be like putting Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero in one match. You're not going to see a lot of flippy shit, but you're going to see a lot of really good wrestling. And then you could talk like Rey Mysterio and Juventud Guerrera. You're going to see a lot of flippy shit, but it's still going to be really good wrestling. And that's what 205 Live is basically like now. It's really good wrestling just with lighter weight guys.
Because I know it wasn't definitely when Enzo was there.
No, when Enzo was there, it was shit. It was fucking garbage. Actually, the addition of Drake Maverick to their as their GM has really helped because it has helped solidify it as its own.
I've heard he's going to be gone.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. I think they're moving him to AOP permanently, and they're going to bring in someone else to run the general manager-ness of 205 Live. I think they're going to try and push to make it its own thing away from Raw completely.
Right. And that doesn't bug me.
Me either. I think at Mixed Match Challenge, the way they're doing that is a fantastic thing, too, to have an intergender show as well.
Right.
Like, you got Raw, you got SmackDown, you got the intergender cross show in the long run with it. I think the women should have their own at least hour-long show. At least an hour, if not two.
Right.
Because they have a big enough roster with both sets of women to do it.
Merge the titles.
Yeah, merge the titles, and you can still feature them on Raw and SmackDown, but you don't have to worry about who's on what roster. They're on their own roster, and they do what as they damn well please.
Right.
You know, they're booked freely. Because at this point, the rosters of each individual show is kind of too small to really have any diversity in the matches. You see the same match every week.
Right.
And it could very well be better if they kind of pushed them all together, including the NXTs. I think the NXT women should start on NXT, but at a certain point they should get merged into the women's league,
or be the opening matches on the women's.
On the women's, yeah, that would be great too. Yeah, I would not. The reason I say keep them in NXT is because keep a women's segment in NXT for the rookies that are just starting to get their feelers.
Right.
But then eventually merge them in with the women, and then you could have the women come back to fucking NXT and have Bayley and fucking Sasha again.
But like I said, you put it as opening matches and shit like that. Because look at Aleister Black.
Right.
He's done
Superstars, main event. But he's still on NXT. Right. I get it. I think, honestly, they should remove Superstars in main event and put in a women's league, bring back the WCW name, Women's Championship Wrestling.
Right.
And actually, they could even keep the WWE women's titles separated and have the WCW World Championship and make a new belt for that specific show for...
Actually, and all honesty, the only way that they would legitimately get away with what they talked about is have their women have their own show.
Right.
And that's women's tag team.
Yep. That's the only way. And that would be great. I would not mind having the WCW Championship and the WCW Tag Team Championship, Women's Championship Wrestling. It's in its own name. Like, you don't need to call it the Women's Championship. You can call it the fucking WCW Championship. And then people are like, well, that's an affront to old WCW. Not really. Not really, because it's not World Championship Wrestling, it's Women's Championship Wrestling. And they have the right to the fucking initials. They have the right to do whatever they want with those initials. Do it. It makes perfect sense. I don't know why someone hasn't smacked Vince in the head with this idea yet. If I worked for them this year, dude, when they announced Evolution, I'd be like, all right, here's the idea. Ivory wins the Battle Royal. She wins both of the women's championships, merges them to make the WCW championship, and all in the same movement, renounces the title, becomes general manager, and fucking states that there's going to be a tournament on her new show on the WWE Network, Women's Championship Wrestling, WCW Saturday night. Why not?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it Saturday night.
I would. Just so they can use the old school logo and fucking set up the old ring. They can do the old small arena thing to start with and then build. Because you want... No, like, my overall point with the story is you don't want giant arenas right off the bat. You want it to feel small. You want it to feel...
I get that, but not Saturday... Because NXT pay-per-views are Saturday nights.
Yeah, so?
Conflict.
Not really. You could tape the fucking... You could easily say that the women's shows are pre-taped, so they could be played anytime Saturday night. You could play it earlier before the fucking pay-per-view.
Right.
Because if you have pre-taped shows, it gives it that Superstars feeling, which gives it that smaller, the ECW-ish feel, where it's like, you know that they had to edit this because they're amateurs, they're small, it's small potatoes. And WWE wouldn't have to put that much of their budget towards making the show good, because the women already do that on their own.
Right.
And, like, I'd say, as I said, I could write him like 3 years of prep, landing, and flourishment of an entire WCW story.
But maybe you have somebody free agent,
right?
Win the Royal Rumble.
Yep. Clearly.
That way.
Or an NXT, like you would have like maybe Shayna Baszler or Kairi Sane win it, and then be like, I want both. You could start it anywhere. You could do it at any point. You could just have a one-off fucking battle royal at a pay-per-view with all the women. You know, they love these women's battle royals. But yeah, you see my point.
I do.
It could be doable. We could divide it down. We could do the same thing with the tag team division, because at this point, the tag team rosters are so sparse on each show that if they put them together into one program where it's all tag team wrestling,
right?
You can fucking call it that. WWE's tag team wrestling. Boom.
Or try to find a way to make it ECW.
Right.
You got women's championship wrestling.
Right. I have nothing.
Yeah, it's TCW.
Right.
Tag Championship Wrestling.
There you go. TCW. It's already there.
Well,
until next time.
Like, share, subscribe.
Comment.
Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies. Tell your frenemies.
And
ring the notification bell. Like this.
Until next time.
Keep it not so random and ring that damn bell.
Yep.
Peace.